Yeah, just for anybody at home, TMNT, that's Rixo. He's probably going to be playing that passive supportive CT AWP on the, well, maybe T side. Looking as if they've lost that knife round there. Epsilon going to be able to stay. And I would say that that's a pretty good decision from them, a pretty good start for them, knowing that they're probably a bit stronger on that CT side, obviously with that defense for Smuya. I think that him... I don't know if I call him defensive. I think I call it an aggressive CT AWP. Able to get those entry frags. They're going to be playing this 4-1 setup.
Yeah, I think he's quite a dynamic AWPer, and you can really, especially on a map like this, you can really reposition yourself. But you can see Smear getting aggressive here, and he's going to get so much information from this, and he's going to be able to call to his team that it most likely could be a B hit. And as you can see, gearing their way up, that flashbang is perfect. Jenko goes down, and that's the opening frag that Trick needed.
As soon as the flash came through, there's Rixo with another one, and Surreal's going to be able to chip back, but the CT defense crumbles, and Trick's going to be able to salvage his B site. Smuya all out of the action. He might be good, but this USPS shouldn't be able to do too much in this situation, especially since we know how good Trick's team play is. They're really good at playing off each other in these situations, and Smuya's going to reveal his skull. Not going to be taken down just yet. He's getting peeked from all angles, though. This is so difficult.
Yeah, he's just trying his best to find some kills here, but ANJ will be able to take him down. So it's going to be Trick taking the pistol round, and that could be a problem for Epsilon, because you're saying how this has a tendency to be a T-sided map, especially at this level. So now that Trick have got the pistol, I've got a good chance to pick up these next couple of rounds, but they're going to go for the force here. Smoothie is going to stay at 1550, is he? Yeah, he is. So he's going to be obviously saving up for that AWP. Aside from that, they have forced into this. And of course, the CZ recently has been quite a nuisance. That gun definitely needs a nerf. It is absolutely ridiculous. And in the right hands, you can see Surreal and Janko doing some real work with it.
Yeah, they're up close and personal. Trick not really wanting to be revealing too much towards Plat, just backing off instead, playing passive, not facing any of these pistols just yet. There's a smoke out to cut off the visual of Smuya, who actually had that deagle dropped over to him. He didn't quite save in that pistol. He, in fact, has it dropped over by Zek, who himself isn't going to be able to support Surreal there. He goes down. Just Jenko left on this B site, needs support.
Yeah, he's got his teammate coming in as well. He's got a good angle with the CZ here. If he can find one and get to safety, Robin might be able to do some work with him. That flashbang's actually decent as well, but they're getting overrun here. The MAC-10s are getting in their faces. Smuya's going to have to back off. He's lost another teammate, and this is all Trick this round. I don't see a chance for Epsilon to get back in this one, especially with Smuya going down. It's going to be all down to Sack. Finds one. Probably just going to try and get away with the MAC-10.
This MAC-10's great for farming up cash. If you can find another frag, could be able to do some serious work, gain some serious bank, but I don't think Sack is going to really be sticking around for all too long. Instead, just backing off with this one. I don't see much of the advantage of saving this MAC-10, considering they're going to be buying into the next round regardless. Nevertheless, just hidden away on the A site, maybe able to pop out and find a sculpt. Maybe not, though, as Tricked. Not really giving him all too much to work with. Staying back on this B site, just rotating about, not giving him really anything at all. You saw Rixo there, 3 kills with a MAC-10. He's going to start this round $6,400. Loads of money.
Yeah, now Sack obviously has the MAC-10 here. Could play a close angle, try and get a few more, few kills with it. Obviously, every kill he gets, $600. That'll help them because they did force buy on that second round as well. So they're not going to have the most money going into the fourth. So they can basically make use of anything they get. But once again, Robin overrun into drop here. They've taken control of it. Smuya with a nice angle. He actually gets 1-2 shots with a deagle. This is very dangerous. Smuya completely shutting it down. Trick, what is happening?
Oh, what a monster. He's just circling as well. He's going for more taps in. Oh, Smuya. He almost found a little bit more. That triple's definitely a statement right into the back of the minds of Tricked, but he isn't going to find the round, but there's an AWP. Got straight out, straight away. Those kills are going to be able to buy him a couple of nades. You can see the utility galore on his back. No Molotov there for him. It's Sack and Robin instead, but what a round from Smuya. Not able to take home the bacon, but certainly maybe some of the fat, some of the trimmings.
Yeah,
This
making
isn't
a
rushed
statement
though.
here. And they actually get, yeah, you're right, they're coming out here. Surreal's in a good spot though, takes one down, and this is actually a really good hold. Robin's here for support. Trick, they're getting completely shut down. This is a statement on the first flag round, and look at that, completely cleaned up.
Chenko gonna finish off with a headshot. Smooya not actually getting into the action, instead held onto the A site, but it's not going to matter. Only Sack going down. That's pretty good for the pockets of Epsilon. At this stage of the game, you really want to be building up your bank, and sometimes it's very hard to do that on Cobblestone. That's why we commonly say that this is quite a T-sided map, because it's very hard to gain that buffer that you really need to keep a CT economy stable. There's a smoke out onto Tricked. They're going to be able to aggress slightly.
Yeah, I understand the idea of going for a fast B play on that round, because they knew that they force bought on the second round, so they knew that the utility's not going to be there. They're not going to have the Molotovs to slow them down. So I like the idea of going for a rush, but I think the smoke that they threw towards lane would just basically put a spanner in the works, because you had I believe it was Surreal just holding close to the smoke, and he was able to get one rushing through, spray over to platform. It just ended up being a bit of a problem, but I don't mind the idea. But now they're going to go back to this default here, the bread and butter of any T side on any map. So they're just going to try and play it out here, see what they can find, try and keep the CTs in their positions. And it looks like they might be heading for a B split here as Console makes his way into drop. Can't spot anything just yet, but Surreal's boosted on the tree, so keep an eye on him.
Yeah, they're poking, and they're going to have to be able to dig him out at some point. You can see this 3-2 setup with Robin actually held towards connector as well. Lucky, oh, he spots out the gun barrel. Surreal's going to go down without getting anything done, and Console's going to be able to rip the rest of the defense apart. There's a smoke there to hold him in. The nade is perfect from Smooya. Might give them a chance into this one, as they're going to go for the follow-up boost over.
Yeah, that nade made the difference. I don't think they would have gone for this otherwise, but as you can see, Smooya is desperately trying to get another kill. If he gets another kill here, this is a definite possible retake, but you can see Trick, they're playing very disciplined here. They don't want to give anything up, and because of that, Epsilon are going to have to back off. But nice conservative play by Trick there, not giving anything away. They lost the player to the nade, and they're like, okay, don't need to peek him. We know he's got an ult. And there you go. They've got the round, and that's going to break Epsilon here.
And you know the AWP's in the hands of Smooya. You don't want to be peeking him and leveling it back to a 2 versus 2 when you've got one of the most confident star players, not just in the UK, but in Europe.
Yeah, definitely one of the the sort of notable players at this level of play. But you can't count out ANJ as well. He always seems to slip people's minds when you're talking about the top players at this level. ANJ is definitely a great player. And he's proven it time and time again, often being the star player for Tricked. But Epsilon are going to buy into this here. It's going to be a bit of a weak buy. Jenko, what's he got there? Has he got himself? Yeah, he's got a FAMAS. So not too bad actually, considering that FAMAS was there as well. So they've got rifles, and see Luki Smooya caught out in the position, trying to be aggressive, as you were saying, being an aggressive AWPer. Unfortunately, it doesn't work out there as they completely overrun mid here.
The rotate has to be fast since Trick's already on this bomb site, but Lucky's going to hit a headshot. Robin only trades back one, and this is a 4 versus 2. Completely falling apart for Epsilon, as Insta's going to take another. Just Surreal left, and he's going to have to back off. Nothing he can do in this 1 versus 4. And Epsilon, this is starting to fall apart. Not just the rounds, but their economy too. You can see how little money they've got left. Only Jenko with 4 digits on the economy. He's got 2,000, but nobody else has anything to talk of.
Yeah, this is getting a bit scary. And on Cobblestone as well, this is Epsilon's pick. And
Rixo abusing those chickens.
I
don't like to see that. Rixo, butt your ideas up, mate. I don't want to see this.
Animal rights,
Disrespect
Steve.
on the Challenge Me servers.
Disgusting.
I think we should put some penalty points in for that one.
Reported for chicken abuse.
Can we take some rounds off the scoreboard?
God,
it's disgusting. Let's get some booze in the chat.
But yeah, this could be a problem for Epsilon here on Cobblestone. This is their map pick as well. And, obviously T-side, it ends up happening as well. Like when you give up a few rounds and, a couple of crucial rounds here and there, it kind of just, you look at the scoreboard and already the T's have 5 or 6 rounds on the board just because you can get overwhelmed constantly. And obviously CT economy being so fragile can be a huge issue. But they've got the one rifle that they've got saved here. They're going to try and play around that. Where's Surreal playing here? He's going to be playing towards that B bomb site. So he's essentially going to be the first point of contact here, which I don't usually like when you've got a rifle, if you're the only rifle. I think it's better to sort of play a trade fragger role. But he's going to be playing close up here. ANJ, oh, he gets caught jumping. Surreal could have traded that. It's so unfortunate. And ANJ gets himself 2 easy frags.
Both clean, precise headshots as well. ANJ started this map off exceptionally well. You can see 9-1 so far, just carrying Team Tricked in this match. Rixo's going to tap the numbers into the bomb. Epsilon with no way back into this bomb site, maybe just setting up for the exits.
Pretty much. I'm trying to find something if they can, but Robin's holding close with his Zeus. Maybe we'll get one of those. It's always fun. But yeah, they're just going to be holding it back here. Smoothie's got the Deagle, so might be able to find himself a kill or two. But they're going to exit through Plat. I think they realize that the CTs are around here, so shouldn't be able to find anything. Oh, Robin, did he go down through the wall?
Yeah, I think he did. After taking many, many shots through that wall, Rixo's finally going to find it.
Oh dear. It's unfortunate. I bet Rixo's going to be pleased with that. But 6-1 now for Tricked, and you've got another kind of weakish buy. Obviously, they realize they can afford the AWP, so they're trying to play around it here. But you've got the UMP, the FAMAS. Utility's not too bad here. They're going to be light on a few mollies. Aside from that, not too bad. But you know, lack of Molotovs can be a problem on this map. And obviously, you've got the UMP and the FAMAS as well. Tricked in a really good position here. Once again, taking that bomb towards B, trying to keep the aggression towards Plat. That Molotov and the smoke gives them control of it. And Epsilon have to give it up here because they just don't have the weaponry to try and stop them. They're playing passive and giving up the site, essentially. And look at the control Tricked have. They can go anywhere. They don't even have to go B here just because they've scared Epsilon off it. And this is a problem. And actually, Surreal and Robin both finding kill, yeah.
Straight in. He finds 2. And there's nobody there to trade for Tricked. ANJ caught out the action, gets naded back onto 60 HP as well. So with this bomb slithering onto the A site, now Epsilon can go for the rotate with the 2-man advantage. ANJ just finally finding his teammates. That's a great flash, though, to lock Zach into this corner, but he darts out just in time, leaves ANJ in a 1 versus 5, and this should be 6-2.
Zach there playing, getting flashed, jumping up into the corner there, staying alive and getting a kill. That was very nice, but I don't know what happened to Trick there. They had a really good, you know, bit of play towards the B bomb site where they completely denied any control from the CTs. I understand the idea of going A after that because, you know, it kind of keeps the Epsilon players worrying about the B hit. But yeah, they just couldn't get that kill, the initial kill to the player who was playing on the site. So that kind of basically slowed them down quite a bit. But no, they're not going to be able to buy back into the... Obviously, their economy's pretty strong, but now Epsilon have full utility, full weaponry as well. So they're going to be ready to take these fights here. Once again, ANJ getting control of platform, just making sure nobody's holding close, keeping their options open. But once again, they're bomb in a passive position, and they're just holding the default right now.
Oh, Smoothie straight through the smoke. Insta's going to drop. The follow-up nade's not going to connect, but Smoothie's already done the damage. A clean entry.
That's nice from Smoothie. Obviously, talked about him being quite an important player for this team, a playmaker. Now he's going to come back to Chicken Coop. One of the most pivotal points on this map for an AWPer. And he's actually chosen the right position here because they are going to be heading into B. 50 seconds and the clock slowly making its way down as well. Console peeks out, actually shoulder peeks him as well, but Smoothie gets the kill anyway, not before losing a teammate, and this could be a problem for Epsilon.
There's a support from Surreal as well in the corner. He's being tagged away by that supporting AWP. Rixo's going to find just the 1, but Smoothie's... Oh, 4 kills for Smoothie. That was outstanding. Right in Chicken Coop, dodging and weaving for all 4 frags. And he's already breaking away from the pack. 9-4 for Smoothie. Is Epsilon... They're definitely not dead in the water this game.
Yeah, that was really nice. Smoothie obviously recognizing that, you know, okay, it's probably going to be a B here since the noise there. We've got some info towards A. And oh my god, again, just this aggression. You were talking about how he's a very good aggressive AWPer, finding picks and positions where you shouldn't really be allowed to find picks. And once again, repositioning here. Smooya missing a shot. And he finds it.
Not even darting back either. Smooya's just wanting to go for kill after kill. Finally going down to ANJ, spraying through the wood, but he's the only casualty. The AWP's picked up. It doesn't really matter all too much. Zach going to be able to pick up the pieces there. 4 rounds for Epsilon, and that round was all Smooya. Once again, that's 5 kills in a pair of rounds for him. And this CT AWP really, like the CT defense definitely is predicated on the fact of this AWP getting entry frags and now tricked back to these ecos.
Yeah. Once again here, Smooya actually towards middle again. He's found picks here from time to time again. You can see they've got nobody towards A now, and I think for that reason, because they're constantly losing battles towards there. But, you know, once again, you could keep an eye on Smooya and where he goes. He seems to have a very, very good idea of where to play, but push is coming out here. Surreal's going to come on down, but they actually traded out.
Robin with the Molotov placed. Oh, and he's going to dart straight through it. Catches Rixo reloading. And Jenko's going to be able to rattle down the other two. And this looks all too easy for Epsilon now. They're seemingly confident on this CT side. You can see that they're playing quite a relaxed style of Counter-Strike. I really do like their play on Cobblestone. It's one of the maps that they managed to take Na'Vi very close on. A 16-14, I think a 16-11 win on this map against Na'Vi as well. Epsilon are definitely not slouchers when it comes to their Cobble.
Definitely, and, you know, obviously talking about the T side on Cobble, getting, you know, 5 or 6, 7 rounds on Cobblestone may even be enough, especially for a team who pick the map and, you know, they understand the map and they like playing it. Once again, there's Smooya towards long, but it's actually going to be Sack getting the first kill. Traded out, though. Now we're in a 4v4. ANJ, oh my goodness, kills coming out everywhere.
That was a beautiful, clean, crisp headshot from Jenko there. As he jumps up, whack-a-mole style, to try and find a little bit of extra information. Console is sneaking onto plat as well, but with the smoke place, that kind of cuts out the information. Robin taking some preemptive shots through the smoke, but with Console peeking it, it's Robin to take his face off. And Rixo going to get traded out. So 6-6, Epsilon managing to close up the scoreline.
I genuinely don't think Epsilon have changed much about how they're playing this. I think Tricked are just trying to, basically losing their footing here. They're getting flustered. They realize that, you know, they can't counter Smooya's ult play, and they just keep running into B, and they've got such a good setup, Epsilon, towards the B bomb site. It worked once for Tricked, but, you know, it's not worked out after that. So I think they need to reconsider what they're doing, and they need to find a way to try and counter Smooya. Once again here, heading into B. Once again, a similar setup for Epsilon as well. You got 2 players on the site there, just Surreal towards Chicken Coop, and Jenko, who's been really good in this position as well. But this time they're actually playing it slow, and here comes the push here. Jenko, he spots the players out. He's getting support. There it is. The opening kills come out for Trick. This could be the round.
And Smooya's unable to connect through the smoke either, so Robin's sole Molotov kill is in fact the only one. Smooya gets his face blown clean off, and Sack is stuck in connector once again in a 1 versus 4. This has all fallen apart. He is going to just try and grab salvage the AWP. Not going to be able to find any kills with it, instead just rattling, scuttling away. And Tricked here have the B site completely locked down, and a 7th round with it.
Yeah, that was pretty nice from Trick. That was just basically based on the timing there, because Jenko wasn't really expecting you know, them to have 3 players already out plat, because they've been quite I don't think vocal is the right word, but sort of they've been announcing their presence quite a lot at platform with the flashes and the smokes and the grenades. This time they didn't throw any of those, and they just had basically hid behind the smoke and sneaked 3 players up towards plat. As Jenko peeks out, he's got 3 players looking at him, so that was nicely done from Trick. They realized that, okay, us, whenever we throw smokes out and go for a full execute, they just basically know we're coming, and they've got their aim trained on us. But yeah, quite a nice little thing there from Trick to do, and if they can keep that up here, might be able to get a couple more rounds on the board. And I think they might need a 9-6 at this point, because I feel like Epsilon's T side is going to be pretty strong.
You know how I describe it?
How?
Vocal. I like that.
I said it. I was like, yeah, I thought
like it. I wouldn't have backtracked it. I would have doubled down.
Very, yeah, no, I mean, it makes sense. You know, it's not quite easy to understand, being quite vocal about their presence, but yeah. But it just makes you think that they brought it in chat. It's like, okay, we're coming B. I was like, oh, they're being quite vocal about
poet. Yeah, I love it. I do like it.
Anyway,
not being too vocal this time, though. A very quiet approach. Not really making all too much noise at all. Not announcing any presences. A couple of smokes. Going to be a little bit of a rattle, but insta-lucky, both off towards the A site. They're wanting to create a stir, a bit of a distraction, before they make this final push and onslaught onto the B site. There's Lucky even finding a kill. That's the ultimate distraction there. They're going to be able to lightly run this fake, but now Surreal, they walk into his AWP. This is the first, and this is going to really announce their presence on the B site, not allow them in.
Yeah, this could be a problem here. Surreal, if ANJ gets close to him, it might be able to get the kill on him here, but they're actually watching the crosshair, but now he knows that Surreal's there. Surreal still can't find another one. Smooya, though, does find one. Jenko now in this corner. He's got a good angle. Lucky. Oh, the long-range gunfight there is going to work out for him. Robin's going to be over his shoulder to protect him as well. That is a nice hold, and, you know, they weren't expecting the double up. I think they, you know, got killed by the up. It's like, oh, that's Smooya there. And they realized it was Surreal, and then they had to deal with Smooya as well. So, nicely done there from Epsilon. Nice hold. And now it puts Tricked in a very tough situation on this last round here. CZ, Galil, limited utility as well. And, you know, this is a quite crucial round for them.
8-7, who's going to take the slight lead in this half? Likely Trick to approaching and encroaching onto this B bomb site. Taking this one very slow this time. ANJ leading the charge with the AK-47. The bomb very, very close to him. They're going to have to spot out this first man chicken coop. There goes a Molotov as well to force him out. The CZ's unable to do anything, and now Surreal, given a little bit of space, can't hit the shot.
This is a very, very nice push from Trick there, covering all the angles. Just going to be Smooya left and talk about how much of a star player is. Is he going to expect Instant to be so close? He's not going to. Smooya there, 14-7, but unfortunately not going to be able to do the job in the last round there. 8-7 for Tricked. And obviously, we talked about the two star players in this matchup. You got Smooya, ANJ, both neck and neck right now, 14-7. This is a very, very close matchup. Obviously, it is Epsilon's pick, but I think these teams are quite evenly matched. I don't think the map picks are going to play too much into it. But it is T-side for Epsilon as well on their map pick. See what they're able to do here. They've got 4 sets of armor and smoke 2 flashes, and you've got a kit and 2 flashes on the other side.
This pistol rank could mean so much as well, just after how tightly packed they are. This, well, the first and opening half of this series, holding back with the USPs, not really forcing the issue too much. Smooya running distraction with the Glock out back, and he hasn't actually been spotted out just yet, so he might find the back of console before this comes in. Yeah, he does, long distance. Smooya, misses the shots as well. This actually levels up the playing field, but he hits a follow-up headshot, and they have this A site, kind of saving the day right there, but they're still not out of the woods just yet. There's Smooya with the only kill he's found so far, but he's been able to salvage the A site single-handedly. He doesn't know that Rixo's up here, though. How's he going to be able to find this kill onto ANJ? Well, he just manages it, taps him away. And it's all Smooya! Recovers perfectly, back with the USP. Going to get his face blown off by Lucky. But he's stuck in no man's land in a 1 versus 3. And this is such an impossible situation. Robin's going to be able to rip his brains out, and that's Epsilon closing up the scoreline. Such a crucial pistol round.
I really didn't like that pistol round. I'll tell you why. You have Smooya sneaking all the way around, which is a good start, obviously. But the problem with that is that he calls out, okay, so A is basically clear, and Epsilon run into that. I think it was Insta who was sort of bottom mid, you know, by the underpass area, and they just run into him. If he was able to get one kill and back off, that would have been a huge problem. And the thing with that is that when you got one player just sneaking his way up, Jenko, okay, through the smoke, taking down ANJ. But yeah, Epsilon, it was just all Smooya there, just showing why he's a star player, just completely shutting people down and shooting heads, what he's known for. And now it's going to be Tricked on a bit of a semi-force here. Got the Deagles and the CZs, see what they're able to do. Surreal should be able to find this kill. We've got 5v3.
That smoke down as well isn't really going to mean too much. Insta from behind only finds the 1, traded straight back out. The MAC-10 able to sideswipe Rixo, just Lucky left. And he's got a CZ to use and utilize on the B site. Jenko's going to swing into him. find him. That's 9-8. Likely going to be double digits for Epsilon here, as Trick still can't afford a buy. Going to be electing to go for one in the 4th. Minimal investment in this 18th round.
Yeah, not going to be able to get much here as well. They're not looking too good. But Rixor's going to be able to get that AWP in the next round, which is the most important point, I think, to make. Smooya, though, is he going to stick with the AK? He might want to do that. He would be able to afford an up next if he drops it to a teammate. Anyway, mid push coming through right now. Robin's going to get the first kill. The Mach 10 is the only thing that's lost. As long as Smooya can trade it, shouldn't be a problem, and that's what happens. And he's in a good spot to deal with these last ones. They do overwhelm him, and that's an AK down. But in the meantime, they've lost the B bomb site, and you can see Console trying to make up for it there, or Surreal rather, and this actually could cost them as well. Console coming around with a Mach 10, wins the gunfight. What is happening in this round? It's all down to Sack in a 1v2.
They're going to have to wrap in. He's right round this corner. Could level them both up here. He's going to have to hit a double spray down. Flash over. There's the first and the second. Perfect from Zach.
Oh dear, that round got way too close to comfort there. That was sloppy by Epsilon, giving up so many kills they didn't need to. Didn't need to chase those kills on the other side. And now that their money's, like, it could have been a lot stronger here. They had the Mach 10s, got a few kills with them, but you can see Smooya goes down to 700. And you got a few players who are a bit low on cash. Shouldn't be too much of an issue, but because of those kills that the Trick were able to get, they're able to get pretty decent by considering they did force. And you've got an AWP, and you've got a lot of utility as well, but keep an eye on these AWPers as well. Rixo versus Smooya may be one of the main stories to tell in this game. You can see Smooya on the other side this time trying to get a kill towards long. Not going to be able to find it, and Rixo's just going to be holding down mid, so we could be seeing that AWP battle fairly soon.
James puts in chat, UKCS not doing too bad at the moment with Epsilon and Wind of Fire. Does anybody think that team has potential to be a top 20 in the world? I certainly think Epsilon has potential to do that, and shots like that. Jenko rips one's head off. Oh, there's the follow-up. Jenko, that was beautiful.
Very nicely done by Jenko, and now that gives Epsilon a lot more room to work with. You can see Trick getting desperate, trying to push out the angles, trying to trade the frags and get that advantage back, but it's not going to happen. It's just going to be all down to Rixo with the AWP, and he is in a 1v5, so he's got no chance in hell to do this one. He's going to try and maybe find a kill or two, try and do some damage, but he's going to be... Oh, he's turned around. Smooya's going to be able to spot him out, surely. Oh, misses the shot, and actually gets tagged as well. Rixo, what the hell, man?
Missing shots left, right, and centre. Whiff him.
I like how he misses the shot. Rixo turns around and nails him, but like hits him through the wall. That would have been so funny if Smooya died there.
My boy.
What, Rixo?
My boy Smooya.
Oh, your boy Smooya. Okay, that makes more sense. Anyway, gonna have to be an eco here for Trick. This is actually not a bad push here. They're actually overwhelming Robin, and there we go. That's an AK right there. And might be able to do some more damage now they've got him on advantage. So, you know, basically, if you're an eco and you've got a couple of upgraded pistols, overwhelming one AK and taking it off him is pretty worth it, to be honest. But I think they're going to try and go for more.
Robin's bomb, renamed to Kia Makia.
What?
Don't you know
what
that
was it
meme? I'm a mum's car. Brum, brum.
Oh, that one. Alright, you said it so...
That's a great impression. I don't know what anybody's talking about. Get off my impression, you Kiani. That's a fantastic impression.
I thought you were just going to start shouting at me. He's like, get out of my car, dude!
Get out of my car! Get out!
And here comes the cleanup. It's a shooting gallery here for Surreal and Janko and Sack. Gonna be all down to...
I'll say it. Get out of my car.
God damn it. God damn it. Anyway, Lucky is able to find that AK-47, so you'll be able to save that into this round. Helps them out a little bit. And should be able to get an ult back onto Rixo as well. He gets it dropped over. Epsilon, though, have built their economy. You've got 3 players basically around 10k, so it's going to be quite hard for Trick to get back in this one. This is what we were talking about as well. Epsilon, you know, they only needed a few rounds on that CT side. Over onto the T side, they're having a field day. But Rixo, there we go. He wins the AWP battle. That's the battle we were talking about. Smooya goes down. This could be an opening. And if Rixo can keep it up, he can basically have a similar impact to Smooya in the last round. The push is coming out. They've got a lot of work on their hand. Janko with the first frag, but it is traded.
That flash was so perfect. Jenko's able to find the kill off the back of it. And now 2 versus 4. They're going to have to go big here. That Molotov falls quite far off the mark, and Lucky's able to... Oh, stay in this site! Sack, what a shot on the first! The second falls quite soon after, and now this gives Sack a slim glimmer of hope. 31 HP on him, and he is going to back off with a minute left in the bomb on his back. He's got so much utility to be able to utilize in this situation. Just switching up the angle to backtrack, and 50 seconds left. Nobody can hear him going for the flank here, and oh, that's a creative smoke in. That's just one of the standard smokes that you'd be throwing for a B execute, but it's a great fake, and it's... Is it going to hold tricked onto this site, console? What's he thinking?
That could be a huge turning point in this clutch here. I think one of them probably would have rotated by now, but actually, look, you can see Rixo holding the cross, so I think he's kind of sniffed it out here, and if Sack tries to cross over, as long as Rixo can hit this shot, could be the round done. Is he going to expect it, though?
Here it comes. Flash.
There it is.
Bam! Boom!
Nicely done.
Gone.
Bish, bash,
evaporated. Bash.
Yeah, I mean, that was a nice idea, though. You got to give it to
maybe he could have used the smoke
smoke
on the cross.
He could have done, but then again, you know, if you're taking that long to rotate, is it better to try and keep the CTs there, or basically head into A knowing that they're going to, know that you're there, essentially? Because after that much time, they would have definitely had Rixo there anyway. But nice heads-up play from Rixo, not taking the bait, not buying. And he is able to get that kill. Once again, though, Rixo towards middle. He's found some success here. He gets flashed off the position, though. And you've got Epsilon back into this default. Very B-heavy default. One player, once again, holding passive towards the bomb site, making some noise. And Sack is actually going to take a lot of damage. They're down to 11 HP, so that's not a good start. And they have obviously announced their presence here towards B. They're going to try and take drop here.
A lot of mind games in this second half. That's why I'm not a professional player. Plus, I'm trash.
Aren't we all?
Smooya is going to approach onto this smoke, going to be able to look over with the support of the Molotov, just checking this angle, going to want to clear it out before pushing onto the B site. They're not making much noise. But Epsilon is right here, ready to pull the trigger. There's the first Molotov in, and Jenko's been perfect with these headshots. A&J's able to line up 2, gets traded out. Console only good for 1, and this makes this a 2 versus 2. With the AWP missing, Surreal wanting to hold off this rotation. The nade is perfect from Rixo as he slam dunks it on towards the B site. Just Surreal left, and he's only got 20 seconds left as Insta wraps in around, caught with the bomb out. Surreal's gone, and that's 12 to 10. Trick finally making double digits.
It's unfortunate there. I mean, pretty good job from A&J to hide in that corner. That corner is very often overlooked. I think Pasha used to play that position quite a lot early on when BP went trash. But yeah, like you used to see that quite a lot from Pasha, and I mean, I don't know why people don't check that angle very often. They always check the corner.
Well, so did Pasha play there.
Hey, you can say what you want about VP. Pasha's been one of the most consistent players on the team. It's everyone else is shitting the bed. But yeah, I mean, that corner's so often overlooked. I don't know why. A&J obviously showing you why, it's such a powerful position. And if he didn't get those 2 kills, Epsilon probably would have been on 13-9 by now. But just goes to show you got to check your angles. Now, Epsilon back to standard default here. This time we've got 2 players towards A, so probably going to try and make a bit more noise towards this side of the map and keep the rotators on the A bomb site. Once again, just fighting for control and drop. And you're going to see this same smoke and Molotov. It's going to allow Epsilon to take control of it once again. Keeps their options open. That Molotov lands a bit short, I think. I think it was meant to go in the doorway there, but nonetheless, they should be able to take control of it.
There's a smoke placed locking console out. He's not able to see anything into drop, and he does pop a flash in, but it's not going to do anything. I'd have rather him maybe hold on to the flashbang. Only 40 seconds left in Epsilon. Where are they going to go? That bomb is held back, but looks like it wants to rotate over towards this B site where they've already made precious ground, and that's confirmed by Robin, Smooya both rotating back to the B site. Tricked, held in this 3-2 composition with 2 players out towards the A site, and Jenko's unable to hit the headshot this time. ANJ's still forced back, and he finds 2 yet again. Oh, a third from ANJ. That's
Insta's on the flank.
perfect. Exactly what he wanted to do, and with Insta behind, this bomb being dropped, is Insta going to be able to get there in time? The bomb goes down, and Insta actually gets spotted out. He needed to be quicker on that face. Epsilon find a 13th.
Oh, that is so unfortunate. Tricked had it there. The players on the B bomb site should have just given up the site and wait for Insta, because they had no idea he was flanking until the last second when they decided to actually watch it. But Insta heard them rotating off out of water and, you know, went behind them without making too much noise. So that would have been a perfect pinch if the players on the site would have just stayed alive there. It's so unfortunate. And now Tricked are in a tough spot here. Epsilon so close to taking the map and going 1-0 in the series so far. But it's going to be an eco here from Tricked. They're probably going to be giving it up and allowing Epsilon into 14 rounds. But that is so unfortunate the last round. Insta could have had it.
He had to be a little bit faster, take the initiative, go Smooya style into the B site, but didn't happen. And now we find ourselves in this pretty catastrophic situation where Tricked are only going to have a single buy round between them and defeat. Rixo backing off with a deagle.
Once again, Epsilon going for this constant smoke Molotov combination in drop. Allows them to fully take control of it. And that's been the problem here for Tricked. If you lose drop like that, it gives the T so much options, so many options to basically go where they want to. And, you know, it keeps you guessing. You kind of have to stay on the site and play it super passive. And that's been basically the story on this T side. Epsilon just constantly taking control of drop. And you can counter that if you've got a really good drop player, but it doesn't seem like Tricked have established it as, you know, like an NBK basically, who, you know, just holds down drop and is very, very good at it. But nonetheless, it's going to be Epsilon taking this round fairly easily. Tricked not be able to find anything. Maybe able to find some exits here and there. Smooya's going to go hunting. ANJ spots him out. Can't land the shots just yet. Lucky's close by, but yeah, Epsilon should be able to nonetheless get a good buy in the next round. And Tricked are going to have a tough time with this one, I think. And there we
There's
go.
a
Pulse comes
pause from Tricked, so a tactical one. They're able to take a couple of moments to compose themselves. They've got enough money to be able to go for this buy as well. Insta and Console going to be able to have the M4 and armor. Maybe Lucky forced onto a Famas here. ANJ likewise, perhaps, if he wants to go for any utility. It's going to be a Mag 7 dropped over to Console. Lucky seizing control of that M4A4. ANJ, what's he going to go for? I kind of want to see him on an M4 and body armor, and that's exactly what he's going to go for. He's on 20 frags, really leading the charge on this Tricked side.
He is, but obviously on the other side you've got Smooya, your boy, 23 and 12, really been showing why he's considered a star player. But they're going to be readying up here. It looks like the tactical timeout is done and dusted, but you can see the buy here. It's a bit janky. They've got Mag 7, you got the FAMAS on Insta as well. And the utility's pretty light on ANJ. He doesn't have any utility. Gets a decoy. I'll do the trick. But Epsilon, they're going to go with 5 AKs there. No AWP this time. I think they want to keep up the aggression. They've been playing pretty slow, and I think they're going to try and switch it up here to try and catch Tricked off guard, especially after a timeout. That could be a good idea, but looks like they're just going to respect the smoke and play passive there. Rixo trying to go for the shot, and Robin sprays him through the door. And that is a great start for Epsilon, taking out the Opa.
Chases him down. There's a smoke out. I really don't want to see them elect to go drop zone if there's somebody pincered in there guarding it. That's Console with a Mag 7. Such a dangerous weapon to be facing, and you can see him right through this smoke. There's a Molotov dropped. How's Console going to deal with this situation? The smoke's dissipating, and he charges through. Console able to rattle off 2. A 2 versus 4 as Smooya tries to burst back onto A. He hasn't got any smoke for this cross either, so with no AWP to hold this one down. Oh, there is a smoke. I don't know who dropped that. Maybe it was Jenko, maybe it was picked up. Smooya's able to rattle off an AWP. And here come the CT defense now attack. Is Smooya just holding down this angle with an AWP of all weapons? This is exactly the weapon you want him to be utilizing. He's already found a kill this round, and He's just eagerly waiting for somebody to push this door. Trick taking it so slow, but they're all out of utility. You need to now go for the push, go for the frags. Where's Smooya here? Good flick. Where's the second? ANJ approaching onto this site, and hey, Smooya's going to find him as well. A triple kill to bring the match point.
Well played from Smooya there. You know, he had the AK coming in, finds himself an op, and was like, oh, I like this weapon. This will probably work. And ends up taking out 3 of them. Very, very nicely done there. And yeah, I mean, you were saying that they didn't have smoke. I think Jenko had one, so that was basically the difference maker. If they couldn't have got across safely, Trick might have had that one. And now this buy is very, very shoddy. You've got Deagle, CZ, Mag 7, 2 CZs in fact, and an M4. ANJ is going to get aggressive with the M4 there. The smoke drops. He's actually going to back off now. But, you know, Yakut's law. See if it plays out in this one. You know, we talk about it time and time again. See if Trick actually picked this one up. I wouldn't be surprised, but it's going to be difficult regardless. I
mentioned Yakut's law when I was casting in Los Angeles, and you know what my co-caster said? You know what DeBears said? He said, what? Who the hell's Yakut?
I think you told me that, yeah.
Yeah. That's such a good story. Robin finds 2. Jenko with the pair as well. Where's Console for this quad kill with a Mag 7 of all weapons?
2 players low. The Mag 7's got some like a surprising range, but yeah, this is a tall order even for any player essentially. But they've not pushed out just yet. And if he gets a kill or 2, they still can back off as long as they don't drop the bomb. But he's actually getting into a good position. This could be a problem. You can see they're taking their time here. Oh, low HP on the first play. There's one. No way this is going to happen. There's no way. And you can see he's trying to back off there as well. Gets a bit aggressive. And now he's got 2 kills, and he has time to rotate. And there's only 30-something seconds left. This is actually possible.
Smooya takes a tag over. He's got 20 seconds left. They're going to have to get this bomb down over on the A site, but he's chasing down Smooya on the B site. Remember, this was a 1 versus 4. And Console's here for the 3rd. Smooya gets caught off guard. He's now got an AWP. This 1 versus 4, very, very doable. Knows where Tak is as well. And Tak, he's not exactly been the star fragger so far this game. Needs to finish this game off, though. As Console, 1 versus 4, AWP in hand, back onto the A site. He's going to take this angle and... Oh, he spots him out! Oh! There's the hip replacement for Tak. He gets the defuse, the 1 versus 4. Unbelievable!
You cannot deny the law of Yakut. It happens every time. Every time we cast. No matter what the situation is. One team gets to 15 and the other team wins it, like wins the round. That is unreal. And as soon as I saw them going towards Plat and he had the Mag 7, I'm like, this is actually going to happen, isn't it? This is insane. And the thing is, Smooya actually played it quite smart, I'd say. I mean, I don't know, you know, if you could call that smart, but he actually went towards B to try and bait Console back, but then he just, you know, got caught with his knife out and he was able to do it. But what an insane clutch by Console. That keeps Trick in the game and it's got a lot more interesting. Yeah, it literally keeps them in the game, but it's got a lot more interesting regardless.
So doesn't spot that first man. Smooya's actually able to get close with the AK-47. Maybe not close enough. How's he going to be able to break into this site? Needs kind of a quick headshot to surprise this AWP, but Rixo is able to find it instead. Quickly traded out nonetheless. 4 versus 4.
And now Epsilon. Oh.
Yeah, they're waiting in this 3-1 configuration. It's Lucky back over to A. And Tricked look kind of uneasy on this one.
Yeah, 4v4 though, and you've they've got this weaponry, but as we saw last round, that could work out for them as well. Console with that Max 7, but Robin's going to get the opening kill towards A, and it's just going to be Lucky on the rotate so far. The other 2 players are on B. Lucky has so much to do, and so many players coming towards him here. He has to get more than 1 kill in this situation. Not even going to get a single one. Epsilon are looking to end it right here. Console comes through the smoke, takes 1 down, all down to ANJ. Now he has been playing very, very well, but this is surely too much to ask even for him.
Gonna need to be another huge clutch. Takes a spray down. Jenko's able to find